The Italian mob, notoriously understanding. Did you see the comment on the last episode?
About the David Attenborough idea?
No, that was on the TikTok, weren't it?
Oh.
On the actual YouTube.
Socks guy.
Yeah, he's back.
Well, you.
Yeah.
So he's an avid viewer then. This.
Sockman Jacob is back. First of all, talk about support. Back-to-back episodes. He commented within hours of it going up.
Did he?
Yeah. It was like 4 hours after it went up or something. He's dropping comments. I mean, in a weird way, shout out to him.
Do you reckon it's someone we like, sort of like we know?
I hope not. He took all the jokes well. Let me read you his comment. He because I was saying I reckon.
I just think with comments like that, but then with the channel it can't be someone we know because they've got like a backlog of other ones. And also, and I'm like looking at dirty socks now, you know, like.
I'm sorry.
You know,
what?
You know, like you're going through like your sock drawers, put socks.
Oh, right. I've just immediately went to like content. I thought you're like, you know, on the hub searching dirty socks.
No, I'm not. Not yet. Well, I'm looking at my dirty socks and I can't look at them the same because he said that.
Well, it's weird because when I was putting these on before, in my head I was like, "Nah, you're safe." In my head I was like, "I wonder if they're acceptable for him."
No, I had some in my bag that were like fucking dirty.
I get like, so on Instagram when you don't like something, you can do the 3 dots, can't you, and click not interested.
Yeah,
and it like gets rid of that content, doesn't it? Like it's supposed to like filter your algorithm a bit.
Yeah.
Every few months, I'll randomly get on my explore page a couple pictures of some dirty socks. And like the first one I'll just fucking ignore, just fucking keep scrolling. And then like you get a couple more and you think, well, you fuck off showing me this. So then I have to click on them and go to and do the whole like not interested thing. And then that content will disappear for a few weeks. And a few weeks later, more will appear.
Sneak its way back in.
Yeah.
Dirty socks?
Yeah.
Why dirty socks?
I don't know. Instagram obviously thinks I'm into it for some reason.
That would have been before the comment, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's been doing this to me for potentially years at this point.
Fuck, there's so much evidence that account's you. You just be like openly, like,
I didn't even think about
trying
that.
to drop clues to me that it's you.
No, I promise you it's not.
One day I'll be sat here and then that'll be it then.
You'll just catch me staring at your feet.
Yeah. That will freak the shit
No,
out
not a
of
chance. So, his comment anyway. He like thanks us for bringing it up. Here's the estimated gains if we ever decide to take the plunge. He reckons with socks 1k plus views per week.
Well, that's just his.
That's if we dirty sock it up. Just carry on with the episodes as usual, but there's just a bit of dirty socking frame. He sticks it on his playlist. I reckon 1k plus views a week.
There's the evidence for that.
Don't know. Jacob, if you're watching,
has he got any evidence that that'll work?
We'd like some evidence of these numbers because there's more numbers. Hold on. So, bear, as in, got your dogs out, not the animal.
Yeah.
1.5k views a week, he reckons.
But how does he know that?
Because he runs these
dirty sock accounts.
These dirty sock playlists.
Is that what we're going to be becoming part of now? Is that what we've come to?
Well, I replied to him and said, "What a salesman." I think you might have convinced Jack. And, you know, if we wanted to do a bit of dogfighting, he reckons 2k views a week.
Right.
Now, the question is, would you?
What, for 2k views a week?
Yeah.
I'd have to fight your feet. For like the full thing.
I don't know if it's for the full thing. Maybe it's just like 10 minutes throughout the episode. You know, we open up, and the mates, about 10 minutes in, you know, one gets bumped. And our fight starts.
There's a full like storyline over the course of like a season's worth of episodes.
They've got faces drawn on the bottom of our toes.
It just gradually gets worse every episode.
I think you'd be more likely to do it than I would.
I'd put my feet up because I like putting my feet up.
See, the issue he's got now,
But I'm not.
is we've condensed the shot. So even if you put your feet up now, they won't be in the shot.
The issue he's got. Well, he said that.
He's not said that.
Oh.
I'm saying that. I'm
Oh,
saying
right.
that's a problem for him.
Right. So what we're going to have to do is sit with our legs in the air.
I mean, we could just...
It's a lot of
Cam. Separate cameras like under the table shot.
Just like in the corner.
Oh my god. Sock shot.
You can pick what angle you want. You might just want to watch the socks and not us for the full thing.
I reckon we make
Minimise it.
the sock cam the big picture and we're just in the corner.
It's the tiny box in the bottom corner.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know if he's got any proof, but Jacob, if you're watching, we'd like to see evidence of these numbers. Because the video we clicked on only had 300 views last time.
Yeah, sorry. Right.
So I don't know if he's overinflating his numbers or what. Either way, thanks for watching the episode.
Yeah.
Shout out
We
you.
appreciate the support, but we'll
Yeah.
keep our socks on the floor for now.
I think was it 57, I think. But yeah, he's persistent, to be fair to him. What?
Is that, yeah,
How many views this got? 154, and he got posted a month ago. 194, sorry. Right. Definitely not doing it for 194 views. Not that we're going to do it anyway.
yeah. Are you fucking convincing me trying to do it?
Yeah, because I think you're a lot closer to it than I would.
Your account? Is this one of the videos?
How many views this one got?
1.6.
7 days ago. They've got 1,500 subscribers though. So, and they're on episode 167. Oh, yeah, see,
Why is he
I'm not gonna-
massaging the toes?
I'm not gonna lie to you, that all makes me a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
See, he's not put that leg down for like an hour. This is a conscious effort to keep... What's he doing? He's double legging it. He's got both in shot.
How long's he been sat there like that for? Like an hour?
Well, they're on 40 minutes, so...
Oh, he's changed it there, look.
Yeah,
They don't give a shit about the thighs. We're going to be able to account for thighs, aren't we?
the way he's a sock man, you're a thigh man.
I have a problem with thighs. I need to hide them. Oh, we've seen more than thighs then.
No, I'm not... I'm not saying there's a problem with any thighs. I just think sometimes...
How many fucking podcasts do you reckon they are?
Thousands.
Lord, isn't they?
We are a drop in the ocean.
Are they so like? Because then literally anyone can do them. Can't
There is 4.52 million podcasts. Around 1 in 4 internet users listen to a podcast. Joe Rogan widely accepted as the most popular. How many? See if you can find how many professional podcasts there are. How many people are making money from it? Go on, what are you saying?
Joe Rogan was like the main one that started it.
No, you weren't like the first to do a podcast. It's just happened to be the one that's blown up. We've been doing it for like 10 plus years or something, hasn't it? There's probably ain't great content for people listening either, because it's just me and Jack looking at a screen. How many people listen? 450 million podcasts.
I'm trying to get because you have to deem professional or like legit over a certain amount of views. So I'm trying to find a graph or some data that shows here's the number that have over X amount of views.
Yeah. Well, I just thought, would it not just be how many podcasts are making enough money to live on? How many podcasts are making minimum wage? You know what I mean? Because that's what professional, isn't it? If you
making a living,
like if you make minimum wage playing football, even though you're not what people typically think of as a professional footballer, you are still a professional footballer.
Prime athlete. What about?
I reckon you look at that stat there. I think if it's on Apple Podcasts, you can be pretty sure that it's at least a minimum wage podcast.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
No, I don't think it's. I've been meaning to put this on Apple Podcasts for fucking since we started.
I thought you had to get approved to get on Apple Podcasts.
You just have to have an RSS feed or something like that. One of those technical terms.
I know, yes, no clue.
Which we do have because we use Acast to host.
We don't.
But anyway, I don't think I'm willing to become a foot content person yet. Yet being the key word. Let's keep. If we're 150 episodes in, and we're on 100 viewers still. Well, maybe. There's a bit of dog content.
You do have to do it with the OnlyFans model though. You have to ease into it. Otherwise you can't release the dogs on straight away.
Oh, you think we've got to do some sort of be a TikTok foot sort of thing, but for foot content?
You gotta be a tease for a while.
Yeah.
If you're an OnlyFans content
at
creator,
first, it'll start off
with
with me slipping my shoe off, and you just get a glimpse of the sock.
Yeah.
I just had an image of your foot. If you keep going every video, just slowly rising up. So you start
across 50 episodes, you'll see
it's
a little bit more.
It's just gradually going up until you get to the heel.
Until you can't see my face anymore. It's just my foot's just there. And yours, it's not just me doing it.
I'm not that flexible, I can't get it up there.
That's why we'll have the foot shot. The sock shot, whatever it will called.
Oh.
Anyway.
Moving swiftly on.
So. I've got a question for you. Hypothetically. If I committed some sort of heinous crime and I'm on the run, you know where I am.
What's classified as a heinous crime?
I've accidentally killed someone.
You said it's an accident, or actually is an accident.
No, it actually is an accident. So right, I'm driving. I'm driving my car. Right, you're with me. We hit some sort of mob boss.
Right.
Some sort of mob boss.
Yeah. So picture Fat Tony, right?
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
We hit him with a car.
When you say you hit him, not
Yeah, I'm driving, yeah, but you're sat there.
right.
I'm driving, you're here next to me.
What am I doing?
Just like talking, watching. We hit Fat Tony. He's definitely dead. He's gone over the top of the car. He's gone under the car.
So you've like
he's dead.
yeah.
But it weren't my fault. He stepped out when he shouldn't.
I asked this question the other day. I was driving. Well, it's just I was driving, and then I was just thinking, like there was obviously schools had finished, and there's a tight road, and they're all walking down. But I thought, not a chance. Like I could just see a kid just getting pushed or just tripping in the road. But I was still going like the speed limit. I'm not going to slow down just in case something might happen. But then I'm just thinking, if I hit one here, they're fucking dead.
What road were you on? What speed was the road?
It was 30.
They'll be alright.
If they like, I can imagine they fell out and then I just smacked their head.
So you only hit their head?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they won't be. Right, so we hit some sort of Fat Tony like character.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, what do we do?
Have you stopped, or have you just?
Yeah, we've stopped.
Yeah.
And you look at me and like you've got to go on the run.
I don't know what my first thought would be. Actually,
you've got to get out of town. So I drop you off at home, and then I'm off. You know where I've gone. You've told me where to go. You've got some hideout somewhere,
right?
Some reason.
So I have a secret bunker.
Yeah.
Just in case.
And now
I ever ran someone over like you have.
Yeah. And now Fat Tony's boys have pulled up to your house and said, "We know you know where he is."
Yeah.
Do you cave? Do you rat me out?
Well, they're not gonna harm me, no.
Right. So now they've got you tied to a chair, and there's some implications of harm.
Like what harm? Because
you know they just like what
I've seen torture scenes, and I don't want to go through that.
Well, you're gonna let them kill me? You're gonna tell them where I am?
Well, no, because the bunker that you'll be in, I'll have a signal warning, so I'll tell them where you are. Or
no, I don't. I've got no contact to you. I don't know.
Right, so if you have no contact to me, then I feel like this is a easy scenario. I just send them miles away from where you are, but then I fucking join you where you are.
How have you gotten out of wherever they've got you held? Out of their compound where you're tied to a chair?
Because I said, Pinky, promise you let me go if I tell you where he is.
And you think that works?
Yeah. Well, there'd be a way out of it. I could easily just say like, oh
yeah, because the Italian mob notoriously understanding.
Right, so alright, say they take me with them then till
I'm a bit worried about just saying it on here.
Say they take me with me. Take me with them to wherever I've just sent them. I've sent them miles away from you.
Okay.
Then I'd just pick I'd pick like fucking Southampton, somewhere really far away, Cornwall.
Right.
It's like 9 hours away.
Yeah.
And then
so they've got you tied up in the boot of their car, right?
Does it have to be the boot?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got 9.
It's the fucking Italian mafia.
Right, so
they're not fucking.
I've got 9 hours in the boot of a car to then figure out how the fuck I'm getting out of it. Because there'll be a way. If you lock me in the boot for 9 hours, I'm certain I can probably get out of it.
Jack, you wouldn't get out of the boot of my car. Never mind if the Italian mafia had you.
Yeah, I might just have to tell them where you are.
So right, so how far? Let's
If they started torturing
right,
me,
no, right. So they've got you in there, like, you know. Imagine some sort of bar that is only for Italian mafia. It's in their hideout, their speakeasy. They've got you tied to a chair, and now look, one of them's just like swinging a pair of pliers around. Just the implication that he's going to use them.
right?
Do you cave?
No. The thing is, if I do tell them, they might just fucking kill me anyway.
Well, look, they've promised you will live. They've got no beef with you. They just want the information.
And the trustworthy Italian goons.
Yeah.
Or is now they're trustworthy?
Well, it's my game. So,
So if I tell them I'm free, so that's not how it works.
yeah. You're free after they've got me. So when they go to the location, they get me, they tie me up, they bring me back. They walk me through the door.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're still tied to the chair.
So I left it nice and warm for you.
I look at you as I get dragged in. There's not a fucking scratch on you.
All my limbs are still on. Man.
Yeah.
They've not even hit me or anything.
No. There's been no hammer to the hand. There's been no fingernails pulled off. There's been no eye gouging.
Fucking hell. How far do you think I'm willing to take it?
No teeth have been yanked out.
Right.
Eye gouging, that's so gruesome. Like, they don't even start with the nails, they just go straight to gouging the eyes.
No.
So let's start with the nails then. They've got something sharp just under your nail there, and they're threatening to rip a nail off.
You couldn't rip my nails.
Do you rat me out?
What, all my nails, or is it just one?
Well, how far into it would you get? Would you last one nail? Would you be like, if you've not lost a nail yet, would you be like, no, I'm not telling you. I don't know where he is. No, like, we know you know where he is.
But do they actually know I know where he is? Or they just...
They have a very strong suspicion. They're like, we know you was with him when he ran Fat Tony over. Where did he go? I love the idea that some big scary Italian man's just asked you that question and you're sat in the chair going,
Let me have a think.
Oh, where did I tell him to go now? Where was it?
I can't put my bloody finger on it, honestly.
Maybe if I get a bit of fresh air, it'll jog me memory.
Oh, if the fingernail's the first thing though, and he's like got it there, and he's like, come on, tell me where. Well, I don't know where he pokes. I haven't really got any nails. But say I have a nail on it.
Right. Well, what if he's threatening to chop a finger off?
Oh, fuck that.
You're not even losing one finger for
I'm
me.
fucking not losing a finger.
They're gonna kill me.
If it's a tip.
They start with like the first knuckle.
Also, just that bit.
Yeah, on your little finger.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but then they'll just keep going, so then what's the point? Because I'm going to cave eventually.
So you're just going to cave at the first one.
So just, yeah, right, this is why I don't get in films, because when they just don't say anything, they're just going to keep going until you say it, so you might as well just get it out of the way early.
Well, they've got some loyalty to their friends, clearly.
I know, but right, he goes for that one, and he goes for that one, I'm like, Well, you've took that, you might as well take the full fucking hand now. So he goes for that one, goes for that one, goes for that. I've still not said anything. I've got no fingers on this hand.
The idea that if you lose 2 fingers, you may as well lose them all is fucking nuts.
Well, he's making his way to...
Well, I've lost 2 tiny knuckles, so let's tell you what, just take my arms, yeah?
Alright, so say he's taking them off, and I'm not budging with the nails, well, the fingers. What's next? I gouge you.
So, mate, who knows, maybe he takes a tooth.
Because then, as he keeps getting...
Would you rather he take a finger or a tooth?
Can I choose which tooth? If it's one of the back ones, you can just look away.
I had an appointment to get out anyway. Have a crack.
Saves me a job.
Tell you what, mate, if you could just get this one here. This has been doing my head in.
Oh. Yeah, I'd let him take a back tooth out.
I think that would be excruciatingly painful. That might be worse than losing a tip of a finger.
No, because he's not visible, is it? One that is visible.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pain.
I'd rather go through that pain and just have a false one and then just have no fingers.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about an Italian mobster with a pair of pliers going at your tooth. Not a trained dentist who's just numbed it.
Well, he don't have any numbing cream with him.
No, he doesn't. He does, but he just leaves it on the table next to you. He don't give you any.
I'm not getting far into this torture thing because.
Right, so do you not lose a finger before you rat me out and they drag me in and
I don't
murder
know,
me?
because I sort of want to call his bluff and just be like, "Are you actually going to chop my finger off?" Because I don't know how serious Fat Tony is. You see?
If that tone is serious.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I don't know if Fat Tony is. I just know there's some fat Italian bloke you ran over.
Well, in this scenario, you do know who Fat Tony is. In this scenario, we live in Little Italy.
So he's like the main mafia boss, like a Reggie Cray.
Yeah. Only he's beloved by the people.
Right, Liv, I know he's going to take my finger off. No, I just don't get it. The logic doesn't sit right with me because he's just going to keep going anyway. So what's the point?
So you're not even going to lose a fingernail for me?
Well, yeah, I would, but then if he just keeps going, which he will do, because why would he's just going to chop that off and I don't say anything, and then he goes, "Oh, clearly don't know. Then let's go."
Yeah, that's part of it, innit? Is you've got to take enough to where you convince them that you don't know.
Do you know what this is? This is the male version of "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" Because you just keep asking, "Would you not even take a finger?" Just a little bit of a finger.
My favourite one of that is "Would you still love me if my skin was inside out?" I can't believe he's not, because then they're gonna drag me in. I'm gonna make eye contact with you. You're sat there. I bet you're not even tied up at this point. You've given them so easily.
I'm surprised as well because we have already established in a previous episode that Jack's friendship is worth the approximate summation of $2.5 grand.
Oh
yeah. Do I mean nothing to you?
That's what I'll ask him is how much? Get your checkbook out. And then I'll come back with the money and I'll break you out before he can...
No. Before they even let you go, they have dragged me in and brutally tortured me to death.
Oh, is that your punishment because they know it's you that killed him?
Yeah, they've got me on camera. They got me on camera running Fat Tony over.
So they're just going to come
There's
in.
a speed camera looking right at where I hit him. I hit him, stop, and I look directly at the camera. It's like an Office moment.
So, yeah, they know it's definitely you.
There's a freeze frame, and then I do a voiceover where it's like, you're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That's a bit mad. I Well, no, can I not just leave if they're going to do that to you?
You're tied to a chair.
But I said, look,
No, they said, look, you were with him, so you've at least got to see the punishment for such a crime. Because then you won't go out and run over any other mafia dons.
I watched a film the other day that was not about mafia dons. I can't remember what it was called, but it's got thingy in it. Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler, and he's like torturing this guy who's killed his wife and kids, but like taking all of his limbs off with a saw. Films it. Takes his limbs off, takes his arms off, takes his dick off. Just everything that he had, like the most like painful shit you can imagine, just does all that to him, and then ends with his
kills
his
him.
head off.
Well, that's what they'll do to me. And you're not willing to, like, lose an ear.
Gerard Butler it is.
Would you lose an ear for me?
Thing is, yeah, but
Fucking hell, at this point, it's like, what if they threaten to shave your head?
It's the only thing I'm thinking of is if they're gonna take shit off me, they're just gonna keep going anyway.
What if they're willing to enhance you?
What's
Give you
that?
like another limb or something.
Sew an arm onto him.
More fingers.
So I get them back once they come off. Well, I'll do it then. If they're gonna come back to me, then yeah, take them off. I'll just have to go through the pain. It's like if we take all these limbs off you, we'll give them you back. We've got a nurse there who's good with the sewing kit.
We'll put them on ice.
Yeah.
And send you to the hospital after. And they'll sew it all back together.
Well, if there's a guarantee that I'll get them back on me, then yeah, just go away. But I don't think they'd be that kind to do that.
That's something, I suppose.
You come in.
What?
I've got all my limbs taken off, but they're just all in buckets of ice around me. And I look fucking Jacob. Hey. That'll be good, eh? You'll sew me back on after. You're fucked, but yeah. You're not getting yours back.
I'd walk in and be like, oh my god, why didn't you just tell him?
Lovely people, honestly.
Did you know they're letting me keep them?
Yeah, I'd do that if I allowed to put them on ice.
Think I'm going to put them on a chain and wear them around my neck.
Oh.
What would you tell me, Mum? When you rock up at a door and you're like...
roll up at a door.
Yeah. You rock up at a door and you're like, what I mean? Me and Jacob were in Little Italy. Some things transpired.
That's it.
He's we both ended up being kidnapped, and he's not made it. You know, they tortured us both. And she's looking at you. There's not a fucking scratch on you.
Well, now I've said they tortured us both.
Yeah.
I'd do that. I'd just be like, look.
His $2.5 falls out of his pocket. Let me just get that, sorry.
I don't really know, to be. You shouldn't have ran him over.
All right. No, it's my fault.
Jack switched sides. He's hunting you now.
I like Fat Tony. We're getting on.
Did a lot for the community, and he kept everyone in line.
Oh.
So was that it?
If they give me like options to sew my fingers back on, I'll lose a couple of fingers.
That's something, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's not really the answer I wanted.
Is yours, if you're getting tortured, I have to get tortured too. So to the death.
No, what? No, you don't have to die for me. But if
It'd be nice, but
well, when I get dragged in and I look at you, I at least want you to look a bit fucking dishevelled.
Dishevelled?
a little bit roughed up.
Oh, I tell them, but then because I don't look.
I want you
roughed
to
up.
look like you've been slapped about a bit.
I tell them straight away, but as they're bringing you in, I'm asking one of them to punch me. Shit makes it look like I've been like roughed up a little bit.
You've got them squirting ketchup at you.
I'll let them rough me up a bit, but I'm not getting tortured to death for being an innocent passenger.
Right, but what if it was like, what if it was like, if they take 3 fingers and you've not caved, then they believe that you don't know where I am and they let you go. Would you lose 3 fingers to save my life?
Do I not get them back?
No.
I thought they had them on ice.
No, you're fingerless. They give you them, but they can't be attached. So, you know, if you want a weird finger chain, then on your weekend.
I haven't really got a weekend. Must be right in hand.
You're ambidextrous.
Can I have like multiple hands? Like one off that, and then 2 off that. Oh no!
Because I have multiple hands.
That's not what I just said. Ignore. I'm tired, alright.
you know me. I'm not like you lot. I've got 2 hands.
What the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, if they did like that.
So like, what?
I can
You're
still function
left-handed, aren't you?
Yeah, if they just take them 3, fuck it. I'll be happy with that.
So you'd lose them 3 for me.
Yeah, I can still function. I mean, you'd owe me 3 fingers, but
Right. So if you'd never talk to me again for 2.5 grand, but you'd also lose 3 fingers, how much money do I have to offer you to lose a finger? If I gave you 500 quid to lose your little finger,
just the stub.
down to your big knuckle. So you've still got a bit of a little. I don't even like thinking about it.
I don't really need it, to be honest with you. You just got rid of that bit there.
Yeah, just the top half.
I mean, like 750 to £1,000. I'd think about it.
So if I offered you £1,000, you'd let me chop off your little
Well,
finger?
you're not doing it.
Why? What difference? What difference does that make?
I'd want it done like properly. I'm not letting you just get a.
How do you properly?
Like,
You want like a doctor to amputate
Yeah.
it? No, I'm talking.
numb me and then,
I'm talking. We go in the garden. You put your hand out, and I get a knife and like it's a chicken's neck.
It's only small. I'll probably give me about 1,200. I'll think about it.
So if I offered you £1,000,
1,200.
£1,000,
200.
the £200 makes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'd think about it. I probably wouldn't do it, but I'd think about it. I'd consult a
At what
friend.
point would you like? Yeah, no, I'm doing it. If I said £1,500, you'd lose half your little finger.
Yeah, probably. Fit that for a moment of pain.
No. Yeah. It's not even about the moment of pain. It's about going the next 60 years without your little finger.
Yeah, but there'll be technology out by then where I could probably have it back. So
I don't know if we're on the cusp of growing limbs back. I know it's not a limb before someone starts in the comments.
I'll go into them incubators like Deadpool, or I can just grow one back anyway.
So £1,500's not going to get you one of them.
I'd definitely think about it if you give me £1,500.
Really?
Yeah,
Jack, it's not even a month's wage.
but it's £1,500.
This is a bit fascinating. How much to lose a toe? Is that less or more?
Less.
Because toes affect your balance.
Oh, but the less vision, like.
I've noticed
You cut my.
that's all you're bothered about, innit? It's just the visuals of
I'd
it.
let you cut my little toe off for like 800 quid.
We might have a fucking video here. 800 quid, and you'd let me cut your little toe off?
You did it properly.
Jack, you'll never walk again. Well,
will.
never walk right. The little toe is like arguably the most important toe for balancing it.
Is it?
I think so. It's very important anyway.
Just practicing now on my feet.
Yeah, but you've still got it.
I'm trying to lift it in the air though whilst I'm doing that. See how weird it feels.
Fuck's sake.
I'd let you do my arm for 10 grand.
That is a low amount of money to lose your arm.
In between 10 and 100 grand.
Well, that's a big fucking window. One of my dad's mates just lost his leg, right? And what? Go on.
Oh, it made me laugh.
We're having a fucking joke. So he's just lost his leg, and you know, without putting his business out there, there's a rumor they might be getting about 500 grand.
What? Because he's lost his leg?
Yeah.
What for?
A taxi hit him. No, a taxi driver punched him.
Oh, right.
He was on his bike and
Punched his leg and
a taxi drove into him. Hit him in the face and his fucking shin just fell apart.
500 grand because the taxi hit him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So would you lose your leg for 500 grand?
Maybe. Probably.
I think it's like knee down. I think.
500 grand. But I feel like if it actually happened, I'd be like, well, no. But like, in my head, I would say yeah. But when it happened, I'd be like, oh, fucking brilliant. Getting around like a
What have I agreed to this for?
So what do you think the lowest amount of money is to where it's like a definite yes, no regrets?
Well, like to lose a leg, or just.
What would you rather lose, a leg or an arm?
Oh, that's a question.
100% I'd rather lose a leg. It's not even a question.
So what's your amount? It's a definite yes.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
probably
your
would rather
lowest.
lose a leg, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Get me one of those fucking Blade Runner legs. Become like Oscar Pistorius and kill a loved one.
Yeah, you could get rid of me like right leg.
Are you left footed?
Yeah.
Right, so to lose my left leg, we're talking millions. I'm not doing it for $1 million.
And it's a perfectly clean. You
There's
put
no
to sleep. You just wake up without it. There's no gruesome.
There's no
hacking it off.
complications or
No, nothing like that. You
Do
just
we-
wake
do
up
we have-
without a leg.
do we have like the phantom itches?
Yeah.
Do you know about the phantom itches?
No.
So when you lose a leg or any body part, you still get the sensation of them being itchy or in pain, even though you don't have them.
Ooh.
So like, my dad's mate lost his leg. He can feel a pain in his foot, but he doesn't have it.
How does that work?
Because obviously the nerve receptors run up your body, don't they? So the other end of them's still there in your brain or in your nervous system, whatever. So you can still like feel stuff. You're not feeling whatever's happening to the leg. It's not like separated, and if I tickle your foot, you start laughing.
Just there teasing me like, oh.
But you like, your brain still thinks you have it, so you get like an itchy foot and stuff like that, even though you don't have it anymore.
Oof. No,
I think it wears off over time, though. I think that's only like initially. I think.
how much time does it wear off?
Let's call it 6 months. I have no idea, but let's just stick 6 months. It's not like every day. It's not like permanent itchy or permanent pain. It's just like
when the odd time you might have an itchy foot.
yeah, it's just like say like every other day.
Reckon me,
you like
have an itchy foot. No one's
fuck's
talking
sake.
about itchy feet.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. After what I'm saying, I'm losing a leg if I still have that.
No, there's none of that. No complications. No phantom itch. You're losing your weak leg. How much money does it take?
Well, for a guaranteed, yeah, no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely doing it for like
100 grand on the table. Would you do it?
not 100 grand.
300 grand.
Did we not just establish you'd lose an arm for 10?
That was a bit dramatic.
He really values his legs.
My arms, they can fuck off, but my legs. With a wonder of the right foot, mate. I want to lose that.
Like Prime Coutinho.
Exactly. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd definitely do it for like 500 grand, but then when it'd happen, I'd be like, "Why the fuck have I done that?"
Right. So how much for
like,
you to be like? There's no why the fuck have I done that? If it was
without being
750
ridiculous.
grand. Well, yeah, obviously not like, oh yeah, a billion.
That's just invent legs.
Like, what is the minimum amount?
No, it's 750 probably.
That's mad low. That
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
really are a money whore, aren't you?
Yeah, but
You will do anything for money.
the thing is,
You'll stop talking to me for 2.5 grand. You'll let me chop off your little toe for 800 quid. And you'll lose a leg for 750 grand.
The thing is, though, like, I'm saying this now, but I reckon like once it happens, I'll be like, "Oh fuck." So
Well, yeah, of course you will.
but then I don't like when you say with a guarantee of no regrets. I don't think that ever.
You don't
happen.
think there's any amount of money that does that?
No, but like if I was gonna give you like an amount, I'd be like, yeah. But then when it had happened, I'd be like, oh fuck, what have I done?
That's fucking mad.
Mm.
I had this conversation with my mum, and there was absolutely no amount of money that would get her to lose a leg. And I
Really?
feel like that's mad. I was like, what? Even if it's like $1 billion, and she's like, no, not a chance.
Oof.
She really values all limbs.
No, that's crazy.
I was like,
Can have all of
let's
them.
call it 2 million, and I'll think about it.
What for a leg?
Yeah, but even then,
But I feel like
I don't know if
you spend $500,000 on the best quality carbon leg replacement or whatever, and you can't tell the difference. Unless you do lots of physical activity, that's different. But just your normal day-to-day walking about.
If I'm being honest, the actual amount of money it would take, it needs to be an amount of money where it's like, I'm not going to make that in my lifetime. So 2 million actually isn't enough.
No.
Because there is a possibility that over the course of my life, well, in fact, almost definitely, over the course of my life, I'll make 2 million.
Mm.
I hope. Obviously, I'm not going to have it all, but I mean, like, you total everything you've earned across your life. It needs to be more than that. I don't know what that number is, but like that's how big it needs to be. It can't like 2 million's too like.
What if
it's too possible of a number?
What if you replaced your leg with like a different animal's leg?
Well, does it work properly?
Yeah, it's just a leg, but it just don't look right.
Then it goes from he's lost a leg to what the fuck is up with his leg? Why has he got a hoof?
Giraffe boy over there at an angle. Oh, fuck's sake. So...
It doesn't look right.
So do we get like the abilities of this animal, or does it just look like that animal's like if I get say replace both legs with tiger legs, I mean all of a sudden really quick.
Oh, you'll just have tiger legs. Like,
but I've still got my regular speed.
yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't like you'd have
shit.
tiger pants on.
Yeah, leopard print pants.
Do we get to replace both, or can I only replace one? Because I think at that point I'd rather replace both than one.
Oh, just one leg.
Just one leg.
It looks even funnier.
What? What's?
And it's like on a generator, so you got all these animals on the wheel, and then you spin the wheel, and then it's whatever it lands on.
Tom, find us a random animal generator, please.
So you get like a pigeon.
That's what I mean. Like if say,
Don't even touch the floor.
that's what I mean. If I've got a chicken leg,
Chicken foot.
like,
Oh.
or say I have, like, say you get a giraffe, am I lopsided? Or is it in proportion? Or if I get a chicken leg, have I got like a massive chicken leg?
I know what you mean, actually. Yeah.
Right,
Right,
who's going first? Jack, you're going first.
Go on then.
What the fuck is that?
A rat.
That's a rat, yeah.
Yeah.
You got a rat's leg.
So I got a rat leg.
That's not a good pull.
No. No, to answer the question, it's just a big rat leg then.
That's not fair. You answered that after. I've got
You're definitely getting that French bulldog in the middle.
A rhino.
Oh, you've seen that before we did.
See,
Rhino leg's not bad.
that is probably a
That's
quite good
not
leg
a
to
bad
have.
pull. That's
That's probably one of the better ones.
Can I?
It might look weird because you've got a massive leg and then
So
a normal human sized leg. That is a big leg.
that is a chunky leg. That's very moto. I
It's
know
a
he
big
was a
leg.
hippo, but
Look at the size of that leg.
so would I have rhino strength in that one leg, or again, is it just?
So you'd have that leg we're seeing, it'd be on you, but it'd just be...
Yeah, but would it have my? So would it still be that big, but just as strong as my leg, or would it be a rhino leg that's skinny like mine?
Oh no, it'd be like as strong as a rhino leg. Like it's come off a rhino, it's now on you.
So do I now have one really strong leg?
Yeah.
That is horrific.
Fuck.
Get this off my screen. What the fuck? I can't. That's very uncomfortable to look at. Go on, spin it for yourself, Tom. What have you got?
Ooh. A hawk? Some sort of bird?
Right, so I definitely got the best one out of the three
Oh,
of
you
us.
got a good one.
That was better than last week when I got 6 years to live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good
So
one.
So how much money do I need to replace my leg with a rhino leg?
Mm.
And it works fine.
Yeah,
It just looks like a rhino leg.
yeah. It's a good leg. On the end of the world, and you'd be probably getting more money because you're the only human in the
Yeah,
world.
can I monetize it?
Well, it'd show off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got rhino
Like,
leg.
can we start showing it off on air and all of a sudden people are watching?
Yeah.
I'd take £2 million and do it.
I don't know, go lower, mate. I mean, 100 grand for a rhino leg.
100 grand?
I'd have a rhino leg.
What about a rat leg?
That's not really impressive, though. It's just a little leg, isn't it?
Don't know if any of it's impressive.
A rhino leg would be impressive. If I turned up here and your leg just had a rhino leg.
Yeah, you wouldn't be impressed. You'd be disgusted.
Hey?
I'd be like me. I'd swap legs with the elephant man.
So you'd be fucked, though. You could only wear, like, your shoes on one foot.
Yeah, well, I've got a fucking hoof, haven't I? So I don't.
Would you get, like, shoes custom for your hoof, or would you just have the hoof out?
I might paint the hoof, I reckon. Big Nike swoosh down the side of it.
The Cortez logo on front. You could customise your hoof.
Well, you could customise your
What a
foot.
bizarre sentence. That is a new sentence. You could customise your hoof.
Yeah, nobody's ever said that before. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What did I get onto this now?
Oh, God. So how much would it take for you to have a rhino leg?
What, a rhino leg?
Yeah.
100 grand.
100 grand?
And I just rinse the shit out of it.
I know, but I just think, how much money is the Elephant Man making off his all his bodily? To be fair, I think he might be dead. Google you know who the Elephant Man is, don't we?
With a weird face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine he's got weird legs as well. Is he alive? No, what is it? 1982. Oh, 1862 to 1890. That's not right, is it? We've had a modern Elephant Man, haven't we? No, we
Looks like him.
just had cameras earlier than I thought, to be fair.
27. Died.
Well, Christ, he died at basically my age. Oh, I mean,
So you won't look like that. You'd look cooler than that.
I don't think you look cool when you're a skinny white boy with a rhino leg, if I'm honest. Because no one's going to look at it even know it's a rhino leg. They're just going to think there's something wrong with me. Well, there is. I've got a rhino leg.
You had a hoof.
No one's looking at it and going, it's clearly a rhino leg. At least if you've got a tiger leg, they go, the stripes, obviously, yeah.
Oh, without he's got a weird leg support.
You could be a mascot for that cereal. Can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm on about there.
Yeah, imagine how hard you could
Frosties.
Imagine how hard you could kick things.
You know what I'm on about.
You did.
That's fair.
Feel like you didn't before I said they're great though.
No, the slogan really drove it home.
See, because they've got like a tiger man, haven't they? So if I had a tiger leg, get on the advert, get me good leg forward. Bowl of cereal in the hand.
Like
They can paint the rest of me.
A tiger leg would be quite cool, to be fair.
Yeah. I'd want the retractable claw though.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want all function of it.
I'm fucking lost, mate.
Is that the best animal leg?
What?
Is there another animal's leg that you'd rather have?
Gorillas.
Yeah, something closer to a human. Yeah, gorilla, maybe a chimpanzee or something. Chimpanzee leg might be a bit small, but if they in proportion, then yeah, maybe a chimp leg. Pick stuff up with it. That's an improvement.
Yeah, if anything, I'd pay to get a gorilla's leg.
How much would you pay to have gorilla legs?
What, both legs?
If you want, yeah. You can do. If you can't afford it, you can have one leg.
Well, I don't really got the money for it, to be honest with you.
Paying installments.
Can I Klarna this?
Oh, yeah. Do it on Klarna. I don't know, because I haven't really got money to be spending on gorilla legs. So I just hope they'd give them me like an experiment.
You want to be the guinea pig for gorilla legs?
Yeah.
I
was going to do something like that, but I didn't want to get our footman all excited.
What were you going to do?
Like, just say I could go and pick that brownie up and then lift my foot up. And...
Have a go.
No, because then we're pleasuring him and we're not getting any benefit from it.
Yeah, but then he'll stick us on his playlist, and who knows, maybe we'll get.
And it'll be my fault, not yours.
Yeah, no, he's not picky. He's not said he wants one specific one of us.
He'll have his moment, it's just not to there.
See, I told you you've got him convinced.
When we see the numbers rolling in.
When you prove that you'll get us 1,000 views a week,
Exactly.
Jack will start eating things out of his feet. Tell you what, I bet that's something you've not had offered to you before. Stick that in your playlist.
Stick that in your playlist and watch it.
Jack eating things out of his own feet. Can you get your foot up to your mouth?
I used to. I used to be able to get out my toes in my mouth.
What, on like the regular?
I could like reach round and get like I could eat my toenails if I wanted to. It used to be well flexible. I can't get it past my belly.
Oh, so the answer's no. No, you can't get it up to your mouth.
No.
Oh, God. Fucking hell. That feels like a natural end point if you've not got anything else.
Yeah, well, it's a good ending.
Right, get us like 5,000 views a week or something, and Jack will start eating things out of his own feet. Like, share, subscribe, follow us at TheTopFloorPod everywhere, and look at you figuring it out.
I did used to be able to do it.
I can pick stuff up with me. Like, I can pick stuff up off the floor.
I swear I could do it with my toes.
Like I do it a lot with the washing in my room. Like when I've thrown dirty clothes on the floor, I'll pick them up with my feet and like bring it up to myself, so I don't have to bend over.
Why am I sat like this?
I don't know. I reckon I could have monkey legs. Right. Peace.
Right.